Hello again, it's Emily, and I'm a multidisciplinary artist, and today we're doing a collage show and tell. Basically, I have a bunch of works in progress. I'm finally back in LA, which is where my studio is and where a lot of my excess materials are, so I'm dedicating this week to finishing as many as possible. I would describe my collage style as taking things that have been discarded and bringing new life to them. I like to find materials at the thrift store, and I love to go antiquing too. So today we'll look at that in the form of old postcards and magazines from the 60s and 70s, and also some things that I want to discard but can't because I love them even though I'm not using them. So a little upcycling energy here too. Without further ado, let's look at what I managed to make this week. This is the first piece that I started and finished this week. The story behind this bad boy is that I was at a antique store in Indiana, and it seems as if someone was getting rid of their Chicago postcard collection. Naturally, I grabbed as many of the Chicago cards that I could find, and I brought them home, and we made this. And for anyone wondering, this is the back. A good combination of different styles of vintage postcard. Absolutely stunning handwriting. What's crazy is how old some of these postcards are. 1907? 1940? Like, that's crazy, if you're asking me. Tell me why. That took a year off my life. I acquired a large stack of these floor plan housing magazines from a guy who put them up on Facebook Marketplace. I met him in the Gelson's parking lot, and he was like, here you go, here's this stack of magazines from the 60s and the 70s. Enjoy. And I thought he was really cool for that. He gave them to me for free, which was crazy. So I've used the insides of some of the magazines, and these were the covers that were in the best shape. So I wanted to make a little something out of these. So this is the art that was in the Oracle deck guidebook. Honestly, so stunning. I use the Oracle deck, but I don't really use the guidebook too often. So I needed to do something that allowed it to not go to waste. All done. So this one accomplished two things, and that was keeping me busy and giving something a new life. So everybody won. Okay, taking a pause really quick, I wanted to talk about the collage project that I'm going to start working on next week. These are my materials, and I just want to show you a couple that I really love and kind of tell you the plan for them. And with this project, I had everybody bring in a couple pieces that reminded them of hope. I just want to show you a couple pieces that really resonated with me. Of course, we have a couple pieces for Palestine. Stunning. Love this piece of mirror. That's pretty cool. And then someone made this, which is also pretty cool. It's for wearing, but we'll be using it for collage. And I found this in my collage pieces. Pretend that it's read the right way. If you can't read it, it says choice. That sparked some hope for me, so I contributed this. There's a lot going on this one, but I'm talking specifically about the testosterone label. And I love that so much because we also have the estrogen label. So I'm just glad that we ended up with both. I think that's really cool and absolutely is so hopeful. I think a lot of people would agree and resonate with that. And this last piece that is one of my favorites, just because you'll see it and you'll be like, yeah, that's really cool and silly, and I love it so much. No, it's not a CVS receipt. From what I remember about the story behind this is that they got it from not a vending machine, but kind of like a vending machine. Like it just, I don't know, maybe they put in $1 and then it just started printing this out. It's a story. It's a story written by one of the faculty members at Carnegie Mellon. So I think that's pretty cool. And then just the size of it, like this is ridiculous. I love it so much. Now I think we should take a moment of silence for the two projects that I started and realized that I simply was not going to finish. So this is Mudslide. I wrote that piece of writing back in November, and I kind of wanted to make this frame sort of situation because I found this animal background and I wanted to make a sort of frame for it. And the reason that I am not choosing to finish this is because I want to get more pieces that are on the larger side, like the animals or like more like full-size cards, and kind of put those around the perimeter so then I can save all of the little pieces that I have to really fill it out and have like layers and layers and layers instead of using everything I have to cover the perimeter, like just barely. I want it to be very full and kind of creeping onto the writing in the center. And then we have this bad boy. I'm excited about how big it's going to be. It is simply just going to take a lot of time to really consider how the gradient is going to work because there are 7,000 different blues and it's really hard to figure out, is this blue? Is this purple? Is this purple? Is this fuchsia? Or is this pink? Like, where should this go? So that's why I took this week to make as many things as possible to clear up some space. And hopefully I can figure out a setup that allows me to stand and not have to sit and like crawl around the floor. So that's what we've been working on. We got a few things done. I'm glad that I got to get that book out of storage and be able to enjoy it in a different way. This is the first time that I looked through all of that tattoo project stuff. And I think we're looking pretty good with the amount of stuff we have and how cohesive it all is together, which is great news. And I have a clearer path forward with what needs to happen with those two pieces that I started and realized I was not going to be able to finish. So what's next for me is going to Arizona to tattoo the last 3 words of that project and then immediately come back. As always, thanks for being here with me, and the next video I post on the 24th of January is going to be a very special one, so please like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell. I know you guys love doing that here. So, okay, bye.